Wedding season is back, and this summer, some say could have more I-dos than ever. For many, it may be the first in-person wedding that you've been to in the last couple of years.
So the question is, what is in, what is out when it comes to celebrating the bride and groom? Have any customs or traditions changed during this time?
Our etiquette expert, Liz Aquino, joins us in person, much like the weddings, to bring us up to speed on wedding etiquette. And we're so glad to have you here today.
I'm so glad to be back. Thanks for having me.
Well, we've enjoyed you continuing on the tradition of joining us on PTL and being back here in person. So we want to know, is there an art to being a good wedding guest?
There is. So there's more to being a good wedding guest than just getting dressed up and partying the night away. You have a scope of responsibilities, and it starts with that wedding invitation. The RSVP date is not an arbitrary suggested time for you to respond. It was put there intentionally so the couple has time to plan their wedding. So don't sit on that RSVP. Get it back to them right away. And before you RSVP, always check that outer envelope to see who the invitation was extended to. For example, if it was sent to myself and my husband, I'm not going to scribble in the name of my 3 kids. Or if I'm single, I'm not going. It doesn't say "and guest." Right. I'm not going to write in the name of a guy I met at the bar last week, who, even if I swear he's going to be my soulmate, not going to add him in. That's not my place. Yeah, to extend that invitation.
Good.
You know, there are some people who always like to show up fashionably late. You know, we know who they are. We know the ones that show up late. But you don't want to do that with a wedding. When should you arrive?
Arrive 20 to 30 minutes early. Now, if something should happen and you arrive late, wait until everyone processes down the aisle before you slide in the back row. This is not the time where you should be looking around trying to find your friends and family to sit with them. Try to be very discreet and just get into that ceremony as best you can.
Okay, so if there are traditions or customs that you're not used to celebrating, should you still participate? Is it better to just watch and observe?
Right. Yeah, you are not required to participate in any of those rituals, but do stay engaged. Usually the officiant will tell you the significance of what's happening, or you could follow along in the wedding program, or watch the close family and friends. They probably will help you follow the flow, but you don't have to participate. Do be mindful of the dress code. There are some religions where men are to cover their heads, so if they have a head covering for you, it's nice to put that on. Some more conservative religions will ask ladies to cover their shoulders, so that's always a nice thing to think about prior to the wedding.
Got it.
We were talking about things just sort of being on hold during the pandemic, so many weddings. I mean, has etiquette changed? Like, are we rusty as far as like going to weddings?
Yeah, we kind of are. I've been getting a lot of questions about gifts, and usually these are questions whispered to me because nobody wants to really say them out loud. But how much do we spend on gifts? It used to be that you spend about the cost of your meal, but really nobody knows how much a meal costs.
Right.
So instead, focus on 2 things: your relationship with the couple, how close you are, and focus on your financial situation. No couple wants to see you go in debt just to get them a wedding gift.
Right. Those are some good tips.
Yeah,
Liz,
really
thank you
good
so
advice.
much.
Thanks
I
for
love
having
weddings
me.
too.
I know, I do too.
So much fun and really great reminders for all of us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Liz. We appreciate it. Liz is a PTL regular, and you can find the link to her website at pittsburghtodaylive.com.